So there are many tutorials out there how to make roti. They're all coming from very experienced individuals, and then there's me. I fail majority of the time, but I'm going to share some successes or some tips that I've learned along the way. The first few takes here are when I really failed bad when I tried to make the video the first time. So just take a look at all of the fails before I get started. I want to put a quick disclaimer and say that this is not the best roti that I've made. I've made a little bit better than this, but this is the footage that I'm using, so bear with me, and I hope you guys enjoy. The first step, you're basically combining the water and the flour together. I just want to make sure that the flour is getting enough hydration, so that's what I'm doing, and I'm not using a lot of pressure here. I'm just trying to use a little pressure with my hands, but what's happening is the flour will just naturally want to get with the water, and it'll do it more on its own. You're just there to encourage it and trying to make one big ball of dough that's hydrated evenly, and also it is one mass. Now you'll notice in the clip right now is that it's definitely not one mass. It's just one mass, but then there's little clumps attaching to it. No, you want it one big hydrated ball that's very round. Here is not what you want, and I don't know why I'm showing you like it's some great thing that I did, but it's not. You want to make sure that it's more one. So yeah, I'm just patting water into it, and what I like to do is cover it. This allows the water to really sink into the dough, and it allows the gluten to rest. And you'll see me here kneading. Yes, I wish that I applied a little bit more pressure, but you're just gonna be, I knead with my knuckles, and I bring it in, and I do that for a few minutes, and then I rest it again. So I cover it with a glass bowl on top and rest it for 2 to 5 minutes so that it can rest and the water can sink in and allow the flour to be moistured. Yes. Then I cover it and I put it in the fridge for 45 minutes. Yes, that's a long time, but I find that it gets good results. Well, just at the end of the video, I didn't get good results, but yes, cover it anyways and put it in the fridge for 45 minutes. So what I did here was I ended up actually taking the dough out of the fridge midway, and I wanted to just knead it a little bit more because I felt that it was not that smooth, so I wanted to make sure it was a little bit more smoother, and after I was content with it, I started the rolling process. So I dust my dough ball by just going back and forth in the dough, and then I will press on the sides of the roti so it's easier. And I've actually just learned this from my mother-in-law, so I just follow and I just touch the edges, and then I will get my rolling pin and start rolling. Now there is a technique when it comes to rolling. You want to have one side with more pressure so that it can roll itself, and then also you want to feel the top of your roti, and that really ensures that it's even. So before I get into how I flip my roti, I wanted to go into the science of flipping your roti and what and how you flip it. If you look at the roti, there are two sides of the roti, and what's in between is the water. And water wants to escape when there's heat, but what you're doing with these two layers is you're really protecting the water in which the water cannot evaporate. So that's why sometimes, most of the time, you'll see a puff at the end of your roti. That means that the water or moisture is locked in, meaning that you'll get a softer roti. You can see here I'm placing my hand over the tawa, and I want to make sure that it is hot as I put my hand over. And so yes, I placed the roti onto the tawa, and this is actually a big fail, so I decided to redo this shot. So yeah, there you go. I placed it onto the tawa, and I'm making sure that it is darker in color, making sure that it is heated, and I want to make sure that I see these dots, these brown spots, and then I will flip it over to the other side. You don't want to fully cook the first side, you want to fully cook this side. So the side that I have it on, make sure that it is fully cooked, that the bottom is full of brown spots, And yeah, I'm twisting it with my towel, which I find the towel better than any other tool to press on your roti. And so yes, you start seeing it puff up. Yeah. It's not obviously the most puffed up, but it's hard to get a big, nice puff with this type of heating technique. Most people, they put it onto the gas stove, but not me. Okay, so before we end this heating section, what you want to do, again, the first side, you want to do it medium rare. That you're going to be doing fully cooked, and then you flip it again, and it should be fully puffed. Here's my final product. It is definitely not the ideal situation, but this is how it turned out. What you want to try to do is you want to have rotis that at least fold, and as you can see here, it definitely does not fold because the center is too thick, so I didn't roll it properly. But yes, definitely not the best. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I will be putting the links down below on resources that I really enjoyed looking at to help me learn how to make roti a little bit better. You guys continue, be consistent on your roti journey, and I wish all the best success to you all. Thank you and have a great day.